We are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That means
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Second.
Come on. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Ready?
Man, I got you.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis. 29 yards. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line. 59.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
14.
At the 30-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Hey. 4 down.
Alert. Go.
Shift. Jack. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Carson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey. Check 50.
Check nickel.
22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, switch bomber. Slam.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
19.
A 2-yard gain.
Check 31. No pass. Orbit. Gun. Move.
49, check 49.
Switch. Gun. Switch.
They run for it with Carson. The ball comes out. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, alert.
second down and goal. Wilson, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's a party now. It's a party now. Let's go 14.
On third and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? Ready? 56. Come on, D. Ready?
From the 36, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready? Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 58 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Shoot! 12, 12. Good touch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Friday.
Mike, check. 59.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Good job right there.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Newton now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quentin Jefferson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Newton now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey, eluding the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
That's it. 88. Check 56. You gonna get this, boy?
To throw again. Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
56, right there, 56. Let's go.
Newton on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Joker. Get it roll. West. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 30. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know you felt that one.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check 24.
Here's Carson. Dontari Poe in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Kill.
Tight dog. Under crunch.
SOS.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
Hey, alert.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K1 Short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check 20. One left. Watch twist. Bang out. Bang. He's coming, double up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 head?
Chris Hogan, touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, 70 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now,
he rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Line 54. He don't know no better. 8.
Right there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
All day.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Target.
Mike's 59.
Here we go, D.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
and the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Heavy on the edges.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
20.
Off play action. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got room past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Wilson to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Wilson, hard to believe his first, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
I'm coming after you.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You got nothing today.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Newton on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. K.J. Wright. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to look deep for Moore. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They go play action here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Let's go. Intercepted all day, baby. Yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.